Welcome to Empowering Ascension, a space dedicated to transformation, inner strength, and guiding you toward confidence and self-mastery. True mastery is command, control, precision, and absolute certainty in action. It is the power to stand firm in your own dominion, move with intent, and execute with strength and strategy in complete alignment. This journey is about claiming what already exists within you, a force of will, discipline, and supreme self-confidence ready to be harnessed. At the heart of command stand two forces, the twin onyx dragons and the Yin-Yang, embodying power, precision, and mastery. Forged from the depths of the earth, the dragons are not mere symbols. Carved from the blackest gemstone, they represent the relentless drive of strength and the decisive force of strategy. One moves with relentless force of will, pressing forward with absolute determination. The other governs with calculated precision, ensuring every action is deliberate, every movement controlled. Between them, the Yin-Yang governs command, a steady force of direction and action, presence, and execution. Strength alone is not enough. Power without control is reckless. Mastery requires both. This is the path of dominion, where hesitation is replaced with certainty, where force and wisdom move as one, where nothing outside of you dictates your strength. You are not waiting. You are deciding. You are leading. Mastery isn't given, it's earned through effort, forged through action. Ascendancy is the moment you stop looking outward. Strength is already yours to command. With discipline, focus, and relentless intent, you take hold of the power that's always been yours. Own your strength. Command absolute will. Dominion is not about searching for power. It is about reinforcing what already exists within. Through discipline, endurance, and self-mastery, you move beyond hesitation, silence doubt, and take full control of your path. The core of power, the force within. There is a force within you, steady, immovable. It does not need to be loud. It does not waver. It does not question. It simply exists. For too long, you have been conditioned to seek validation, to rely on approval, to believe that power is something granted, not something owned. But strength is not found, it is built. It is not given, it is claimed. And it is already within you. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Feel the power and innate, primal energy rising from within you. This is where doubt is silenced, where distractions fade, where hesitation ends, because you have already decided. You are here. You are steady. You do not falter. The path of mastery. Many seek control. Many seek certainty. But mastery is not just knowing, it is exemplifying. It is not a lesson. It is a state of being. Mastery is not something you wait for. It is something you direct. To master yourself is to master discipline. To master your mind is to be in control of your reality. To master your emotions is to move with absolute will. This is not the path for those who wait for permission. This is the path for those who take ownership of their existence. And now, you stand at the threshold. Activating the power of the twin dragons. Mastery seeks no recognition, it endures, persists, and is revealed through action. The twin dragons of onyx are not symbols. They are power in motion, an extension of your own indomitable force. Step 1. Establishing absolute presence. Find a quiet space. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Picture a piece of black stone in your hand, heavy, dense, and solid. Feel its strength, steady, firm, and resilient. Its energy resonates with your core, aligning with your intent to fortify your foundation. A frequency of stability, willpower, and certainty. Now, see yourself standing, strong, steady, absolute. This is where all distractions fade, where only resolve remains. You are steady. You are firm. You are determined. Step 2. Commanding your reality. Breathe deep. Hold yourself with strong self-assurance. Feel the power of your intention securing you, stabilizing you. Now, speak a truth you have denied. Say it aloud. Let your words be powerful, transformative, conclusive. I do not seek power. I own it. I do not question. I decide. Feel the shift. Strength is not a thought. It is an action. Step 3. Moving with iron will. Mastery is not passive. It is active. Decide now. What hesitation no longer serves you? Release it. What distraction weakens your focus? Eliminate it. What steps will you take to fortify your will? This is not about waiting. This is about moving with purpose and acting with intent. I move forward with certainty. I determine my reality. I take full control of my path. This is the moment. The 3 pillars of dominion. There are 3 forces that separate those who falter from those who command their destiny. These are not abstract concepts. They are concrete, undeniable, and within your control. The first pillar. The core of absolute truth. You cannot master what you refuse to hold firm in. You cannot claim strength while clinging to hesitation. Truth is not gentle. It is not flexible. It is absolute. Are you prepared to face it? Close your eyes. See yourself as a mountain, solid, stable, and firm. Like a massive willow, you are flexible and resilient in the face of adversity. You adapt. You bend without breaking. You remain strong through every challenge. The second pillar. The fortified mind. Your mind is not a battlefield, it is a fortress. If you do not guard it, something else will invade it. A fortified mind does not react, it defines direction. It prevails. It is not swayed, it decides. Feel the weight of your thoughts. Now, strip away the noise, the influence, the distractions. What remains? A mind that is sharp, clear, and fully under your control. You direct your mind. You own your thoughts. You create your reality. No more hesitation. No more reaction. Only certainty. The third pillar. The sovereign will. Mastery is not about external power. It is about absolute internal authority. Nothing enters your space unless you allow it. See a shield forming around you, not as armor to hide behind, but as a fortress of decisiveness, inner strength, and quiet confidence. You answer to no one but yourself. You are the master of your path. No more external control. No more waiting. Only ascendancy. The twin dragons and the Yin-Yang, symbols of power and command. Fortifying the path of dominion stand three forces: the twin black dragons, each within its own onyx-jeweled circle, and the Yin-Yang. These are not decorations. They embody strength, precision, and absolute authority over one's path. The twin dragons, power and mastery in motion. Two black dragons, enclosed within their own onyx circles, stand as symbols of command. They do not oppose. They exist in absolute distinction, each possessing its own force, neither diminished nor dependent upon the other. Each dragon represents a core force of mastery. The dragon of strength, the force of endurance, determination, and relentless drive. This is the energy that pushes forward, overcomes, and dominates obstacles. It does not waver. It moves with certainty. The dragon of strategy, the force of precision, controlled action, and decisive execution. Strength without direction is reckless. True command lies in knowing when to advance, when to hold, and when to strike. Every move is deliberate, every action intentional. These dragons do not clash, they define those who lead. Strength alone is not enough. Wisdom must guide it. To command power, one must also command direction. You hold the force of strength and the precision of wisdom. You do not hesitate. You do not ask. You decide. You move with certainty. The Yin-Yang, the force of complete control. Suspended between the dragons, positioned at the center of dominion, is the Yin-Yang, the force of direction and command. Power alone is not mastery. Strength without discipline is reckless. Command without precision leads to failure. Yin, the force of discipline and control. This is the force of stillness, calculation, and precision. A true master does not react, he decides. The strongest warrior wastes no movement. The sharpest mind acts with intent. Yin is the power of total self-control. Yang, the force of action and execution. The counterforce to stillness, Yang is decisive forward movement. Strength alone does not conquer, the will to act does. Those who rise do not hesitate, do not ask, and do not wait. The Yin-Yang does not represent balance, it represents command. It is the mastery of force and control, action, and precision. When wielded correctly, these forces do not oppose, they operate as one. You do not react, you decide. You do not hesitate, you execute. You move in complete command of your path. Now, with the twin dragons standing guard and the Yin-Yang commanding direction, your course is set. You advance with certainty, determination, passion, and discipline. The final ascension. The rise of absolute mastery. You are not becoming strong. You are strength. You are not searching for command. You command. From this moment forward, you stand with absolute certainty. You think with absolute focus. You move with absolute will. No more questions. No more seeking. No more hesitation. You know. You are. You master. Prevail. Command. And ascend. The absolute path. The will to command has risen. Now, you move with purpose. Every breath strengthens your presence. Every decision carves your path. Every action shapes your dominion. This is not about seeking strength. It is about possessing it. Power is not something to chase. It is something you own. You hold the reins. You give the orders. You set the course. Stand firm, solid and certain. When resistance appears, press forward with full force. When challenges rise, meet them with relentless determination. When doubt whispers, answer with action. This is how dominion is forged, not through waiting, not through wishing, but through absolute command. No hesitation, no permission, no compromise. You decide. You act. You prevail. Seize control. Claim your dominion. Command your path. You do not ask. You do not wait. You do not falter. You do not hesitate. You do not seek approval. You command. You rise like the twin dragons, standing unchallenged in dominion. Now rise. Not as you were, but as you were always meant to be.